At least we're very thirsty. Oh shit, maybe you were. Good afternoon. No wonder it wasn't filling very fast. Thank you. Welcome from Vermont. Should be working at least 3 horses. I was gonna work Ellie. I just pack her stuff and call it good. We'll see. So starting off with just watering the 3 that are locked inside. Finished chores earlier. Kind of lazier day. I'm gonna work Tilly. I'm gonna get Shaker and Vivian in bidding rigs inside waiting. Work Tilly, which only takes like 15 minutes to tire her out. No pun intended with the tire. And then take the big team for a drive. My idea. Heyo. We're all getting in on the fresh water. Yeah, good plan. Stay motivated. That's the part that counts, right? Right? I don't care if you've just peed or what. As soon as you hear water, you're gonna have to go again. Oh my god. It's definitely the worst part about watering. Vivian, no bumping the camera, okay? No? No promises. Ooh, big breath. No touchy. Nope. Go away. Love you, but don't touch me. Don't. Okay. Watered up. They drool all over you. As much as I love them, I don't love getting drooled on. It's cold. Okay. You're next, big guy. Big guy's harness is in here, but we're gonna get Vivian done first. I'll pull her ahead to get her done, then pack her up. spiders. What's up, B? All right, thanks. I love this hat too. Kind of known as the red hat cowgirl. Although yesterday I had a really cute hat on too that got a lot of compliments because it matched other things. She's a little dirty. We finally got rain up in Vermont, and just say I actually definitely prefer being in a drought than having rain. Yuck. This is called a collar. It goes on this side towards the horse. Buckle up. Right? Buckle up, girl. Hi, baby. This is the actual harness itself. This is a New England D. So it's got like a part to it that's gonna be a complete D on the side of her. You aim to get these hames up on that collar, and it kind of helps hold it, adds a little friction. Then push over the D and girth, and then black. This isn't often like the more common one belly backer New Yorkers are, but this is what I was raised with, so it's more of what I'm used to. Get the hames nice and lined up, and the slots, the grooves of the collar. Pull that over and tighten as you can. Once this has been locked in as tight as it can, no idea how many. You go to pull down the actual breeching. That. Find your trooper, the middle section right here. And you pull back. Hey! Quit. Quit! It's not that many flies. You want to make sure that's snug, but not too snug. And then onto the belly band. The belly band, hey, what are you guys doing? Shouldn't be tight. This is not a girth. Just to there. You'll still be able to fit a hand in or so. I've got the dogs all wild up. There you go. You're gonna need a whole new haircut. What are you, tired? Oh, I'm so sleepy, baby. She's gonna spend inside tonight. So this is Vivian. Vivian is a 4-year-old Clyde mare who is pregnant. She was born on this farm, and then I bred her to our new stud. So she's by our first stud, pregnant with our new stud. Kind of looking a little tie-tie. It's been raining at night, so I don't know if she's a little tired from not laying down. There's sand out there that's well draining, but Lord only knows if they've been, I didn't see any marks, so they might not have been sleeping flat out, which they need to do at least an hour a day, as much as I would hope that they are. We had a very dry summer, so I imagine it's not like the worst summer to be out in the rain. I like keeping them out because then they get a lot of motion, they get social interaction. Vivian, do not be a dum-dum. Why would you do this? Okay. Well, that's a unique way of getting it done. But not pretty. But pretty done. Very rude. Step up. Two fucking problems. Tilly-tail, what are you doing? Okay. What the fuck is that? Large reach. There we go. Tilly, you're being silly. It's nice to see your personality coming out of you. Must be feeling better, but still. Not sure what she's doing that for. You're funny. Mary's lacking a few brain cells, but it's alright. Love you. I don't really care. Need you to. I'm also exhausted for no good reason, so sorry, Chica Marie. Back up. Girl. What? You're excited, right up. Okay. So you have hay. All right, let's go grab Striker Man. There, big boy. Here. Who's my boy? I really wish that this stud was getting a little taller. We'll probably stick him here. I'm gonna find out how tall he is, but I think he's only 17. I really wish that he was getting to be about 18, be 4 inches taller. Shut it down. Oh boy. Yeah, I hear. Yeah, I happen to know you were not wrong. No, this is not. I'm not talking about that now. So the mare that's in the stall is in heat. So that means that she's wanting to make a baby. See where you're at height-wise. Jesus. No, I do not go to Tunbridge. There's not really anything going on up there for me. I'm pretty sure that's how tall you are, but she's pleasantly surprised. Okay. 69. Very nice. You could almost be 70. But I wouldn't quite put you there. I'd put you down here. 17.1. It's astonishing what like those 3 inches could change or be. In who and how he is. So. I eventually do hope that he and the one that are in the stall, who is known as Tilly Turd, I do hope that they make a baby relatively soon, like next year, and then 2027 make the foal or be born. Because she's got a lot of traits that I like that he doesn't have, and vice versa. I like his squareness, his structure. Your little sturdy legs could really help her long legs that seem to have some issues being sturdy. So they could play off of each other pretty well. if that's how they come out. Of course, there's always the odds of it getting like his body, her legs, and that wouldn't be as ideal, but we shall see. Nice. And of course, I forgot that his harness is actually in the other one. I can't see what your question was. There's too many of them. This horse really takes a harness quite well after he's been told that he's got to stick around. I have done most of my own AI breeding on the farm. I have not done any AI breeding off the farm. Not really my MO. Thank you for the help. Good boy. Again, for those who missed, this is a D-ring styled harness. More commonly up in New England area versus the belly backers. They come to one solid point in the front. These have two sides. Kind of makes a square strap box around them that they push and pull into, push and hold back, whatever you want to call it. Either way, a lot of people would say the horses are pulling the wagon when really they're pushing into it. Well, they're pushing into this collar, and the collar then pulls on it. So it's just kind of interesting to think that they don't really push. Or I mean, they don't really pull, they actually push. And he's got to put up a fight. Absolutely hates this Cooper. You could be a lot better about it, but whatever. His decision. Yeah, I do love this horse. He's a sweetheart. Right? Kind of the answer I didn't know we had a question for. However, he is kind of a jerkwad to bridle, so I'm going to end up needing to stand on a stool of some sort. Right? His bridle. Recently, I have swapped out his bit for a twisted French link check bit. He was in a spade port one, in kind of hopes of him enjoying the bridle a little bit more, but we shall see, because he's just like the same way that he hates having a crooper done. He's just kind of a little stubborn about his bridling. I don't think that original bit helped a lot, because I know he didn't like it, but he needed it because he thought running away was fun. You thick-necked motherfucker. Come here, baby. I love you. What's that? Oh, he's already better. Right? Oh, yeah. See? Nice and smooth. No bumps and lumps. No. Oh, what a darling. Here. Oh, there you go. Give him. It's a little bit easier when you start on their level. There's a lot of people who will probably be in the comments that are like, oh, make sure that you teach him how to put his head down. I'd love to. I would love to, but I don't really have the time. I have 10 horses that need to be throughout the week. And standing on a stool like I have to at a show anyways, when he's not allowed to put his head down, works, then that's going to work for me. I don't appreciate it when they're really difficult to bridle. As some people watched me deal with Ellie, who pretended that she was super hurt, so I gave her a reason to be upset. But anyway, that was last week. No, it was actually like 2 days ago, but who's counting? So I'm going to get these two hooked up, but I'm going to end up pulling out Tilly and going for a little drivey poo. Tilly is, as I affectionately call her, Tilly Turd. She is in PT. She is just a little weakest in the hind end, and she's learning how to use it in a square motion. Feeling a little bit arthritis that turned into a much bigger deal than it had to. So she refused to use her hind end. So when you're training draft horses in order to be hitched up in carts, Vivian's hair is a disaster. One of the most important parts is that you leave them to rest often. The reason you gotta let them sit a lot is because they've got to learn patience. When you're at a show, you don't actually like jump to it every time. So basically they'll stand there while I get out another horse. This one is gonna be a little interesting because she's in heat and that horse is standing right there. Might just fucking run you then. Alright. Don't say anything about it. I gotta get him earnest. Although eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm trying to decide. Yesterday, she dragged the tire a little bit and did some hopscotch. I'm going to do the same exact thing with her today. So, these are all Clydesdales. Yes, you can ride them. The one with the black foot and behind her is actually pretty good at it. There's no point in half-assing this. She needs to go out and get work, drive a tire, the whole 9 yards, just like she did yesterday. basically the 3 largest horses I have in the hitch. They're what's called the wheel team, which is the back of the wagon, or the closest to the wagon. Only Farmers goes well together. She is not that tall. She's only about 18 hands, 18.2. We can measure her when I'm done. All right, step up. Yeah, I don't really change a lot. Found a photo of me in high school the other day and made me laugh how similar it is. Y'all need Jesus. How's everybody doing? Getting our little minds blown today. Okay, one thing I'm definitely doing today that I didn't do yesterday was wearing gloves while I am lunging her. I didn't yesterday and the lines got absolutely disgusting and covered my hands and it was gross. So. Ah! Step up. Step up. There you go, good girl. I'm pretty sure, sat back yesterday pretty hard on this, so. Not a little horse, but definitely not the biggest that's out there. Oh, here. Mare almost puts her own bridle on. It's kind of crazy. Especially since she's such a turd with it on, but whatever. Take the wins when I can. That is definitely one of them. She will certainly take it. Definitely going to crank her mouth shut, which you're not supposed to do, but she has a tendency to get her own tongue over it. It's very annoying. So, these are Clydesdales. Get up. Here we go. So some of you guys probably won't understand this or enjoy this part. That's okay. This is when I get to just long line this dumb and try to see if she can improve structurally at all. She is very weak in the hind end and taking a bit. Taking quite a bit to fix her, so put you guys somewhere that you can get a good view as I'm going around and around in circles. So So 5-year-old Clyde mare who has a weak hind end. She had a bit of arthritis that caused her to start standing how I am right now. And then she just eventually started not being as square. So she was just only pushing off with this leg, resting on this leg. And so we're gonna work on that, right? You're a good girl. She did really well yesterday. I'm really looking forward to hopefully this will be a good day as well. All right, and we're just gonna walk. Have a very annoying dog whisper at us, whimper at us, and just walk. Hey, big guy. So Tilly has a tendency to want to trot only, and she has to learn how to walk as well. A nice flat walk. Watch your back. Get off of me. Get off. That was kind of interesting. She had an area where she was very weak on it. I'm hoping I got a couple videos I'll be able to show the vet, when people who bought her from be like, wow, what a piece of shit. But, yeah. One thing I do like about this mare, though, is she definitely is giving me her all, and I'm very proud of her for that. So, I am up in Vermont. I'm sure I just got plenty of footage of it that, she is very weak on the hind end again. Her inside, or her right side, so whatever consider that, I guess. I'm thinking about her going this way, so, she was definitely toe dragging. And I'm gonna have to look up a lot of that, about whether or not that's how to help her. So yeah, this is a Clydesdale. Something. All right. Hello, how much is that horse going for? This one was $30,000. Probably worth $3 now. Lame. Right. Okay, I find all the reasons. Hose her off, and then I'm actually going to turn her out for a little bit, because she's been in all day. Sand seems kind of dry enough that maybe she can enjoy being outside. Kind of have the problem with her that she does not handle bugs at all. Like, she cannot handle the idea of a bug. So she can't actually stay outside all day, because she will just spend all day kicking. Right? And that's not really my norm. I usually like keeping horses out as much as possible. I think it's really good for them, mentally, physically. But this one seems to be the exact opposite. So although it may sound super cruel, it's every horse to themselves about how they live here on my farm. And she just seems to be the type that, like, I leave her out and she loses so much weight that I can't do that. Constantly feeding this dum-dum. Giving her workout. So we have absolutely no muscle here, and that Do you see how she just reacted to that? The fact that she's that jumpy towards me, you should see her for flies, because I'm not even biting her. So, she's a good girl. She needs a lot of mental help, a lot of physical help. Hopefully, this time she's just needing a couple days off, which she'll definitely be getting because I'm not going to work her tomorrow. And then she's off for at least a week. See how that goes. Right? Just going to need some green. Right? Get your big old bucket of green. My dad is very much so in my life. It's a very common trait for the Clydesdale to have 4 white stockings. Right? Bits and pieces. I've been hurt by horses large. The largest pain I felt was when one of them died. That hurt more than anything they've physically done to me. Thank you. This is a hat from Pro-Choice, but it's been reshaped a couple times by yourselves truly. I'm gonna drop off this one's feed, and I gotta take the other team out. All right. Now we're all set. Just gonna set the lines, and then I'm going to head off out into the field. Probably take this dodo with me. I'll lock you in so that way you don't hurt yourself more, bud. I know I took away your toy. This one was like thinking we were all excited. Back up. Good girl. Boy. You know, I can spread them and make some room for me in here, but okay. Oops. Boy, back it up. Ah, get out of my face. cute. I personally think they're pretty cute, but I also put a lot of work into them. So I always think I'm probably a little biased. Right? Okay, this one took its first breath in my arms, so that definitely makes me biased. But I think she's the cutest thing ever, but that's because I still only picture her as a baby. Came back. Came back. You guys, you gotta come back for a bit. There you go. Right there. Whoop. Okay. Try breathing. He just finds it so much fun to chase the horses no matter what they're doing. They are Clydesdales. They're all hooked up, ready to go. Guy, come here. And thank you. Here, I'm gonna head out down the road. Thanks for giving a follow and keeping up with the horses. Now that I've worked Tilly, we're gonna go for a drive. I'll be back and probably need to hose them off, unharness them, and then feed them for the night. So if you give a follow, you could possibly catch the next live I have. Have a great night.